worlds will collide. Magic. Once you've done this long enough, you just know where they're going with it. But okay.
If you have not subscribed to Alboa Cinema, this is where you will get everything. So subscribe. Wait, ni wewe naongelesha. Subscribe.
Oh, so now, karibu to Alboa Cinema. Today is another trailer reaction. Now, recently there is something that happens over there in America called CinemaCon. So it's kind of like a meeting of production houses, you know, that they bring their movies, whatever they're going to be releasing soon or within the year, or whatever it is that they feel is important to show to potential fans and customers. Now, TRON ARES. Now, there was TRON, the first one, the movie. If you like sci-fi, you know what that's all about. But now there's the sequel, TRON ARES. So we're going to watch the trailer. Then I'll give my kawaida response for them. Sawa, twende kazi. First of all, subscribe up or like. And if you like this video after, share it with your friends. Sawa, twende kazi.
120 miles per hour, last seen heading northbound.
Unit 12, acknowledging dispatch. Already in pursuit.
I'm looking for something I do not understand.
Now, the last one, you know, this world is within like digital space kind of. So when you're watching this, also realize this, like that sometimes it's not like the actual person, but it's a digital version that's been uploaded to a game and whatnot. So October. Big monster. Worlds will collide. Magic. Once you've done this long enough, you just know where they're going with it. But okay, there's kind of this cycle we have these days of people just using the same phraseology, the same kind of scenes, the same kind of dialogue in movies. I think we need to move away from that so that you're not predicting. You know, if you're telling somebody a very predictable story, especially if it's a new story to them, it kind of breaks that the mystique that film has always had. Even now, even as people know how we produce and whatnot, somehow the story still holds people if it's a good story. So you have to find ways to make sure that it's not predictable. You know, we do that a lot, and I think it's because we don't engage so many of the actual talented writers in our things. So yeah, so I think that was a change. I just need to say that a bit because I notice this has happened a lot. I speak about it, but there isn't sufficient. You know, I think for Hollywood, they had their method, their, you know, the way they do things, and it became tired. Then they injected their politics in there. Then it just, imagine trying to do something that's so in the artistic world, but it's so regimented. It's the same way. Please forgive me, my neighbor's kids, as usual. Yo!
Ready?
Come on.
Because there's no going back.
Tron. All right. I mean, okay, let me be honest. I really don't know what they are trying to say here. Like, I've seen a few things that I recognize because I know a bit of the law, but it's 1.5 minutes. I think it's kind of like a teaser. Let me see. The 2010 film is criminally underrated in visual effects, music, cinematography. I think many people are waiting for the sequel. Okay, so maybe it's not a sequel, is it? It's just a new, like in the same world, but a new new story altogether. The fact that Tron is still mentioned even to this day just shows how good a film it was. Yeah, Tron Legacy held a big place in my heart as a kid. So this is kind of, they've gone back, like right now there's no really like original ideas in Hollywood. They're just redoing the successful IPs they've had over the years. So it is what it is. I'm kind of on the middle with this one. I like some of, because the last one, like the cinematography is fantastic, and that was one of the things I remember most about it. I don't know what they're trying to do here. They seem to be like there's a big bad wolf that is coming so they I don't know. I don't know, because there are a bit of scenes, but they don't really tell you anything about the story. I don't know the law sufficiently enough to even guess what it's about. I guess it's one of those things you're stuck like, okay, that looked flashy, and all right, let's wait and see what Tron ARES is going to be about. Anyway, that's that. So if you can see just beneath me over here, there's a till number, and there is a PayPal. Now what we are doing is we are raising money, crowdfunding, to produce our first feature film in the Book of Ka universe, which is called Book of Ka Chapter X. Now we have a proof of concept on our channel, 3D Africa Media over here. If you come to 3D Africa, this is how it looks. Yes. So over here we do have the concept short film. If you can come over here, it's the last no, there is some BTS here, but this is the short film, or T Unleashed, a Book of Ka story. So this is just about to show you just a bit of what the world E, as in this world, is about. So go watch that. Then you can drop something on the PayPal for the people abroad, in the diaspora and everything. Put some money there. We are trying to raise at least $30,000, which translates, give or take, to about 4 million or so shillings to produce this feature film. So get in there. Whatever amount you put in there will be appreciative, because everything counts. As it is right now, we are in the studio. We are continuing to produce that film. Started it, of course, with the environments, because we are using Unreal Engine. So whatever money we make, we just plow it back in. We're not waiting to raise the entire amount then start. We're just going on with the work, because really, as independent filmmakers, this is what we've always done. So it's always being able, like in our case, because we are not going on set, most of our work is in the studio, is to cover the cost of the studio, electricity, food, there's some assets online, software, motion capture, all those things. That's what we are doing. So if you feel sufficiently philanthropic, jump in there and drop something on the below. Otherwise,